Hello, my friends. Dr. Richard Coleman here. If you're watching this, chances are you're over 60, and perhaps you're quietly struggling with something that affects millions of people just like you: toenail fungus. You might be seeing those telltale signs: nails that are yellowed, thickened, perhaps brittle and crumbly, or even lifting away from the nail bed, sometimes accompanied by an unpleasant odor. And please know, right from the start, that you are absolutely not alone in this. This isn't just a cosmetic issue. It's a persistent, often embarrassing problem that can truly impact your daily life and your peace of mind, stealing little pieces of your joy day by day. I've seen countless patients over the years, wonderful individuals in their prime, who come to me feeling disheartened, almost resigned. They've tried everything under the sun, haven't they? Those harsh topical creams that promise a lot but deliver little, leaving your nails feeling dry and still discolored. Oral pills with their long lists of potential side effects, causing worry about liver function or other concerns, and a myriad of home remedies, from vinegar soaks to tea tree oil applications, that just don't seem to get to the true root of the problem. You try, you hope, you invest your time and your money, and then, after weeks or months, the fungus just seems to stubbornly return, sometimes even worse than before. It's a frustrating, demoralizing cycle, isn't it? A cycle that leaves you feeling defeated and wondering if you'll ever have clear, healthy nails again. But what if I told you that the reason these remedies often fail isn't because they aren't trying to help, but because they're missing a crucial, fundamental piece of the puzzle, a hidden factor lurking in plain sight that is actively feeding this fungus and making it incredibly resistant to almost every treatment you throw at it. Today I'm going to pull back the curtain on this often overlooked secret, revealing a truth that many in traditional medicine might not emphasize enough. I'll reveal the 5 everyday foods that, without you even realizing it, are acting as a constant fuel source for your toenail fungus, turning your body into a welcoming host for these unwelcome invaders, and weakening your body's ability to fight back. And it's not just about what to avoid. I'll also share with you a groundbreaking insight into the natural world, a powerful combination of 8 natural oils and nutrients that work synergistically to help restore healthy nails. These aren't quick fixes or temporary solutions that simply bleach the surface. We're talking about carefully selected natural compounds that go beyond the surface, supporting your body's own defense mechanisms from the inside out. They help to fortify your nails and skin, making the environment under your nails utterly inhospitable to fungus, addressing the very conditions that allow it to thrive. Imagine feeling confident enough to wear open-toed shoes again, to walk barefoot on the beach with your grandchildren, or simply to look down at your feet without a sense of embarrassment or dread. That confidence, that freedom, is not just a distant dream, it is genuinely within reach. This isn't about shaming anyone or promoting a restrictive, joyless lifestyle. This is about empowerment through knowledge, about making informed choices that serve your health. It's about understanding your body better and giving it the tools it needs to heal itself, naturally and effectively. So, if you're truly ready to uncover these crucial insights and finally understand why your toenail fungus has been so stubborn, please stay with me. This information could very well be the turning point you've been searching for, the key to unlocking the healthy nails you deserve. And just so you know, I'll leave the official link to this natural antifungal support formula right below this video. You can check it later after you've absorbed all of this important information. It's there for you when you're ready to take the next crucial step towards healthier nails and renewed confidence. Now let's talk candidly about what it truly feels like to live with toenail fungus, especially as we navigate the golden years of our lives. It's so much more than just an unsightly nail, isn't it? It's a silent, often invisible suffering that can subtly, yet profoundly, chip away at your quality of life. I've heard it all in my office. Patients telling me they dread taking off their shoes, even in the comforting privacy of their own home. They're constantly worried about the subtle, musty odor that sometimes accompanies these fungal infections, an odor they fear others can detect, even if it's barely perceptible. Imagine trying to trim those thick, hardened, almost stone-like nails. It can be a painful, frustrating ordeal, sometimes even leading to nicks and cuts that invite more problems and even secondary bacterial infections. The nails can become so brittle that they crack, splinter, and even cause significant discomfort or pain when you walk, making every step a conscious effort. Something as simple as putting on socks or finding comfortable, stylish shoes becomes a daily challenge, limiting your wardrobe choices and often forcing you into ill-fitting, less desirable footwear. Many of my patients tell me they've given up on sandals altogether, even on the warmest summer days, because they feel so profoundly self-conscious. The simple joy of a relaxing pedicure, or even just soaking your feet in warm water, becomes a source of dread rather than peaceful relaxation. But beyond the physical discomfort and the daily annoyances, there's a deeper, more insidious emotional toll. This isn't just about vanity, not at all. It's about dignity, self-esteem, and the freedom to fully participate in life. I've seen vibrant individuals start to withdraw from social circles, avoiding situations where their feet might be exposed. That cherished weekend trip to the beach with your beloved grandchildren, building sandcastles and splashing in the waves, suddenly it's not as appealing because of the deep-seated shame of revealing discolored, damaged nails. That community pool session, the yoga class, the exercise group, forget about it. The feeling of embarrassment can be profound, leading to isolation and a significant loss of confidence, even within your closest relationships. You might find yourself meticulously hiding your feet, even from your spouse or closest family members, feeling a burden of something you can't quite control. It's a heavy psychological weight to carry, isn't it? This feeling that something so small can make such a big impact on how you see yourself and how you interact with the world around you. And here's something very important I want you to hear, something to take to heart. It is not your fault. This isn't a sign of poor hygiene, a lack of care, or some personal failing. Toenail fungus, medically known as onychomycosis, is a remarkably common and stubborn adversary, an opportunistic infection especially prevalent for those of us navigating the natural journey of aging. As we mature, our bodies undergo natural, inevitable changes that, unfortunately, create a more welcoming environment for these microscopic invaders. Think about it this way. As we get older, our circulation naturally slows down, particularly to our extremities like our feet and toes. This reduced blood flow means fewer vital oxygen and protective immune cells reaching the battlefield under your nails, where the fungus takes hold. It's like sending fewer, less effective soldiers to guard a crucial outpost. Simultaneously, our immune systems, while still robust, don't always operate with the same youthful vigor and swiftness, making us a little less resilient to common infections and a bit slower to respond effectively. And then there's the skin barrier, the natural protective shield that keeps essential moisture in and harmful pathogens out. Over time, this barrier can weaken, becoming more permeable and less effective at fending off fungal spores that are ubiquitous in our environment. Add to this the fact that fungus loves dark, moist, warm places, and what's often darker, warmer, and sometimes damper than the inside of a shoe or a sock, especially after a long day. So you see, it's a perfect storm of biological changes that, through no fault of your own, make you more susceptible. This isn't a moral failing. It's a physiological reality, a natural consequence of the aging process combined with environmental factors. My goal isn't to instill fear, but to foster understanding and compassion. When you truly understand the why behind the problem, not just externally but internally, you're better equipped to find a how that truly works. And the how often begins with looking at what you put into your body, which can either feed or fight the very problem you're trying to overcome. Now let's get to the heart of the matter, the core of what I want to share with you today. We've established that toenail fungus is stubborn, and that age-related changes can make us more vulnerable, but there's a significant, often overlooked factor, a hidden enemy, that could be sabotaging all your diligent efforts to get rid of this persistent problem. And that enemy, my friends, often lies right on your dinner plate, in the seemingly innocuous foods you consume every single day. For years, the focus in treating toenail fungus has been almost exclusively on external treatments, creams, lacquers, even painful procedures. But what if the very foods you're eating are creating an internal environment where fungus doesn't just survive, but actively thrives, becoming a super resilient adversary? Let's talk about the 5 everyday foods that act like a lavish banquet for toenail fungus, making it harder to kill and far more likely to return, no matter what you apply topically. Refined sugar. This is, without a doubt, the absolute worst offender. Sugar isn't just sweet for your taste buds, it is the ultimate favorite food of fungus, yeasts, and other undesirable microorganisms. When you consume refined sugars, from sugary sodas, candies, processed pastries, even many seemingly healthy cereals, sauces, and salad dressings, you create an internal environment that is high in glucose. Fungus, like the yeast in bread, absolutely feasts on sugar. It fuels its growth with incredible efficiency, strengthens its protective colonies, and helps it multiply rapidly, extending its reach and deepening its hold within your body. Think of it as pouring gasoline on a small fire. The fungus just explodes with activity. Cutting back on sugar isn't just good for your waistline or your blood sugar levels. It's a direct strategy to starve the fungus. depriving it of its primary energy source and making it far more vulnerable. White bread and pasta, refined carbohydrates. Think of these as close cousins to refined sugar, with equally detrimental effects. Foods made from white, highly processed flour, such as white bread, bagels, pasta, most breakfast cereals, and even many crackers, are quickly broken down by your digestive system into simple sugars or glucose. So, that morning toast, that lunchtime sandwich on white bread, or that comforting pasta dish for dinner, they're essentially delivering a rapid sugar rush, not just to your cells for energy, but also to any fungal organisms lurking in your system. They create the same sugar banquet effect, allowing the fungus to flourish, proliferate, and establish deeper, more resilient colonies under your nails. Choosing whole grains rich in fiber slows this sugar release, providing a much healthier alternative. Processed cheese. Many processed cheeses, especially those highly refined, brightly colored varieties found on shelves, often contain a surprising amount of added sugars, unhealthy trans fats, artificial colors, and preservatives. These ingredients can contribute significantly to systemic inflammation throughout the body. An inflamed body is a stressed body, and chronic stress, particularly from dietary sources, compromises your immune system's ability to function optimally. Fungus loves an environment where the body's natural defenses are preoccupied fighting inflammation or dealing with synthetic chemicals. Furthermore, for some individuals, certain dairy products can be inflammatory, further contributing to a fungal-friendly internal environment. Opting for natural aged cheeses in moderation or plant-based alternatives can make a positive difference. Alcohol, especially beer and wine. This one might sting a bit for some, but it's important to understand the biological reality. Alcohol, particularly beer and wine, is essentially fermented sugar. Yeast, which is a type of fungus, is a fundamental component in their production. When you consume alcohol, you're not only introducing a readily available sugar source into your system, but you're also potentially disrupting your gut microbiome, the delicate balance of beneficial and harmful bacteria and yeasts in your digestive tract. An imbalance here, often called dysbiosis, can weaken your overall immune response, allowing opportunistic organisms like Candida, a common type of yeast fungus, to overgrow, creating an ideal breeding ground for systemic fungal issues that can manifest visibly in your nails. Moderation or choosing spirits that are not sugar-based can be a better choice. Fried foods, vegetable oils. Foods that are deep-fried or cooked excessively in cheap, highly refined vegetable oils, such as soybean, corn, canola, or sunflower oil, are often laden with unhealthy trans fats and an excessive amount of omega-6 fatty acids. While some omega-6s are necessary, an imbalance with too little omega-3 promotes chronic inflammation throughout the body. Chronic inflammation is a significant stressor for your immune system, constantly diverting its precious resources from fighting infections like toenail fungus. An inflamed, stressed body is a body that struggles immensely to heal and defend itself effectively against persistent invaders. These oils also contribute to oxidative stress, further damaging cells and weakening natural barriers. These 5 foods, when consumed regularly and in excess, create the perfect internal environment for fungus: warm, inflamed, and brimming with readily available sugar. This isn't just anecdotal wisdom. It's backed by solid biological principles and clinical observations. You're essentially setting up a 5-star, all-you-can-eat buffet for the very organism you're desperately trying to eliminate, making your battle an uphill one. Now that we understand what feeds it so effectively, let's talk about why toenail fungus is so notoriously difficult to get rid of, even when you try to treat it. It's a multi-layered problem, like peeling back an onion. First, there's something incredibly clever and resilient about fungus called biofilm protection. Imagine a tiny microscopic fortress built by the fungal colony under your nail. It creates a slimy, protective matrix, a biofilm, that acts like an impenetrable shield. This biofilm makes the fungus remarkably resistant to topical treatments because the active ingredients simply can't penetrate effectively. It also makes it harder for your body's own immune cells to reach and destroy the invaders. This sticky layer protects the fungal colony, allowing it to hide, multiply, and continue to grow undisturbed, making it incredibly resilient to eradication. Secondly, as I mentioned earlier, poor foot circulation, especially after the age of 60, is a major physiological factor. Our feet and toes are the furthest extremities from our heart, and with age, our cardiovascular system can become less efficient. This means that even if you take a powerful oral antifungal medication, Less of the active ingredient actually reaches the affected area deep under the nail, where the fungus is truly entrenched. It's like trying to fight a fire with a garden hose when the water pressure is incredibly low. The treatment simply doesn't have the force or concentration to be fully effective at the source. And finally, our weakened immunity plays a critical role. A robust and well-functioning immune system is your body's ultimate defense mechanism against all pathogens, including fungus. If your immune system is constantly battling inflammation from a poor diet, or simply slowing down and becoming less responsive with age, it won't be able to effectively mount a strong enough attack against the fungal invaders, especially those protected by that resilient biofilm. Your body is busy with other struggles, leaving the fungus unchecked. The reality is, most creams, polishes, and external remedies only treat the surface of the nail. They might temporarily address the visible symptoms, perhaps bleaching the nail or slowing growth, but the fungus, protected by its biofilm and nestled deep within or under the nail bed, simply hides waiting for the treatment to stop before it reappears, often with renewed vigor. That's why it always seems to come back. We need a different, more holistic approach. We need to support the body from within and make the entire internal and external environment inhospitable to fungus, fundamentally changing the conditions for its survival. This brings me to a breakthrough that has truly changed how I approach toenail fungus with my patients. Instead of just fighting the fungus with harsh external agents, we need to focus on empowering your body's natural defenses and creating an environment where fungus simply cannot thrive. This involves supporting healthy circulation, strengthening the skin and nail barrier, and enhancing your body's intrinsic ability to heal and protect itself against these invaders. Inside every carefully crafted drop of this natural formula, designed specifically to support healthy nails and skin, you'll find a powerful blend of oils and minerals, each playing a crucial complementary role in this holistic approach. Lavender oil. This isn't just known for its calming aroma. Lavender oil is a remarkable botanical with potent properties that help protect the nail keratin, which is the very protein structure of your nails. It deeply nourishes and supports both the skin and nails, creating a stronger, more resilient barrier. More importantly, scientific studies have documented its significant antifungal properties, making it effective against even strong fungal strains. It's like giving your nail a suit of armor and a natural deterrent. Organic flaxseed oil, a true powerhouse for skin immunity and a master at reducing systemic inflammation. Organic flaxseed oil is incredibly rich in alpha-linolenic acid, ALA, and omega-3 fatty acid, vital for calming inflammatory responses that can weaken your body's defenses. It profoundly nourishes skin cells, promoting their health and integrity. When inflammation goes down, your immune system can better focus its energy on fighting pathogens like fungus, rather than being constantly distracted. Almond oil. Beyond its renowned moisturizing properties, almond oil plays a significant role in creating an unfavorable surface environment that helps prevent fungal growth. It's also an excellent emollient, meaning it helps to soften the nail and surrounding skin, allowing other beneficial ingredients to penetrate more effectively. Furthermore, it provides a protective barrier against external infections, keeping your nails and surrounding skin healthy, supple, and resilient. Tea tree oil, perhaps one of the most widely recognized and potent natural antifungals. Tea tree oil has been extensively studied for its ability to safely curb fungal growth without harsh chemicals or adverse side effects. It's able to penetrate the nail surface to some extent, working to target the fungal colonies underneath and disrupt their protective biofilm, weakening their hold. Lemongrass oil, an effective antifungal in its own right. Lemongrass oil also boasts strong anti-inflammatory and antiseptic properties. It not only helps to prevent reinfection by creating an undesirable environment for fungal spores, but also calms any irritation, redness, or inflammation around the nail bed. This promotes overall skin health and supports the healing of damaged tissue. Aloe vera. Renowned globally for its soothing, healing, and moisturizing abilities, aloe vera also possesses strong antifungal and antibacterial properties that are incredibly beneficial for nail health. It helps to soothe irritated skin, reduce redness and swelling, accelerate the healing of damaged skin around the nail, and creates a less hospitable environment for fungus to take hold and proliferate. Tocopherol acetate, vitamin E. This is a powerful fat-soluble antioxidant, crucial for protecting and rejuvenating skin cells from oxidative damage, which can be exacerbated by fungal infections. Vitamin E helps repair damage caused by fungal invaders, improves microcirculation to the delicate nail bed, and strengthens the nail structure itself. promoting healthy, clear growth from the very base. Undesalinic acid. This is a beneficial fatty acid, naturally derived from castor oil, that has a long and well-established history of use in natural antifungal remedies. It works by creating an acidic environment on the skin and nail surface, which is detrimental to fungal survival and inhibits their growth. It acts as a protective shield, helping to prevent fungus from establishing itself and safeguarding the nails against future infections, thereby supporting the body's natural defense mechanisms. These ingredients don't just mask the problem or offer a superficial fix. They work synergistically, meaning they enhance each other's effects to support your body's defense from the inside out. They help to restore natural balance, improve essential circulation to your nail beds, strengthen your skin barrier against pathogens, and make the entire internal and external environment under your nails utterly unfriendly to fungus. This is about real, foundational healing, addressing the problem at multiple levels. By the way, I'll leave the official link to this natural antifungal support formula below this video. That's where you'll find the original one, the authentic blend with these high-quality, effective ingredients. Please be very careful with imitations that might not contain the genuine, potent compounds you need for true support and lasting results. Let me share a story with you, a story that encapsulates the hope and transformation possible with this approach. It's the story of Margaret, a wonderful woman I had the privilege of treating a couple of years ago. Margaret was 72, a retired schoolteacher with a zest for life, a keen mind, and a vibrant spirit. But something had slowly, insidiously stolen a piece of her joy, her toenails. When she first came to me, her nails were severely discolored, a murky yellow-brown, incredibly thickened, and so brittle they would crumble at the slightest touch. Almost painful to look at, she said, especially to her. She had tried everything, just like many of you have no doubt experienced. Prescription creams that left her skin irritated, powders that did nothing, even some of those expensive and painful laser treatments that promised the moon but delivered only temporary relief, or none at all. Nothing seemed to work for long. The fungus always came back, mocking her efforts, making her feel utterly defeated. Margaret told me, her voice tinged with a deep sadness, that she hadn't worn open-toed shoes in over a decade. Summer barbecues, joyous trips to the lake with her beloved grandchildren, even just walking around her own meticulously kept garden in comfortable sandals. These simple, everyday pleasures had become sources of deep embarrassment and avoidance. She would meticulously cover her feet, even indoors, feeling a profound sense of shame that she couldn't seem to shake, a feeling of being unclean or unattractive. She felt like her feet were betraying her, holding her back from fully embracing her golden years and living life as she truly desired. "Doctor," she confided, her voice thick with emotion and a hint of desperation, "I just want to feel normal again. I want to look down at my feet and not cringe, not feel this heavy weight of self-consciousness." Her story truly resonated with me, because I've heard countless variations of it in my office. It's the story of dignity chipped away, of confidence eroded by a persistent, seemingly benign condition that has a far greater impact than most people realize. When Margaret came to me, we first had a long, open conversation about her diet. We talked about those 5 specific foods I just mentioned, and she was genuinely surprised to realize how many of them were unwitting staples in her weekly meals. She loved her morning buttered toast, her occasional glass of wine with dinner, and admitted to a weakness for cheesy processed crackers as a late-night snack. We didn't advocate for extreme deprivation, but rather made some simple, manageable adjustments, mindful substitutions to reduce the fungal food supply and bring more whole, nutrient-dense foods into her diet. Alongside these crucial dietary changes, I recommended she begin using this natural antifungal support formula. I explained in detail how the unique blend of lavender, flaxseed, tea tree oil, and the other natural ingredients would work synergistically to support her body from the inside out. This comprehensive approach, I emphasized, would address the root causes of fungal persistence and create an environment where fungus simply couldn't thrive, rather than just superficially attacking the visible symptoms. I made it clear that this wasn't a magic bullet. It required consistency, patience, and a commitment to her own healing. Margaret, being the diligent and determined person she was, committed fully. She applied the formula daily, consistently, making it a part of her morning routine, and stuck to her dietary adjustments as best she could, making conscious choices at every meal. She understood that true lasting healing takes time, especially when dealing with something as stubborn and entrenched as toenail fungus that had been present for many years. In the first month, she didn't see a dramatic overnight change in her nails. but she did report a subtle yet noticeable difference in the skin around her nails. Less irritation, less dryness, and a feeling of greater comfort. By the second month, she was ecstatic to notice that the new nail growth emerging from the cuticle was visibly clearer, healthier, and free from the characteristic yellowing. The discoloration at the base was starting to recede, little by little. It was slow, steady progress, but it was undeniable progress, and it ignited a flicker of hope she hadn't felt in years. By the time she returned for her 6-month follow-up, the transformation was nothing short of remarkable. Most of the old, discolored, damaged nail had grown out, replaced by a strong, clear, healthy nail plate. Her nails were no longer brittle or crumbling. They were resilient and smooth. The embarrassing odor was completely gone. But the most striking change wasn't just physical. Margaret walked into my office with a noticeable bounce in her step, a radiant smile on her face that reached her eyes, reflecting a renewed sense of self-worth. She pulled off her shoes and socks without a moment's hesitation, something she hadn't done freely for me, or perhaps anyone, in years. "Doctor," she said, her eyes welling up with tears of joy, "I finally wore sandals again without shame this summer. Last weekend, I actually went to the community pool with my granddaughters, and for the first time in over a decade, I didn't hide my feet. I feel like myself again. I feel free, confident, and completely unburdened." Margaret's story isn't unique. It's a powerful testament to the body's incredible capacity for healing and restoration when given the right support, and crucially, when we stop inadvertently feeding the problem. It highlights that true lasting relief isn't just about achieving clear nails. It's about regaining your confidence, your freedom, and your ability to enjoy life to the fullest without this silent, debilitating burden weighing you down. Margaret's story, and the stories of so many others whom I've had the privilege to help, underscore a profound truth. Your body possesses an incredible intrinsic ability to heal and restore itself, provided you give it the proper support and eliminate the obstacles that stand in its way. Toenail fungus, while undeniably stubborn and frustrating, is not an unbeatable foe. It simply requires a comprehensive, intelligent strategy that addresses both what you put into your body and what you apply to it, ensuring you're nurturing an environment hostile to fungus, not hospitable. This holistic approach is what truly sets this path apart and leads to sustainable results. Remember, healthy nails don't just happen overnight, especially if you've been battling this persistent issue for months, years, or even decades. Consistency is absolutely key, my friends. Just as it takes time for a sturdy oak tree to grow, it takes time for a healthy nail to fully emerge and replace the old, damaged one. The visible results often come with steady daily care and application, usually within 3 to 6 months as the new, healthy nail gradually grows out from the cuticle, pushing the affected portion forward until it can be comfortably trimmed away. Be patient, be diligent, and trust in the natural healing process that your body is capable of. Each day of consistent care is a step closer to the clear, healthy nails you desire. Think of it as a profound commitment to yourself, a promise to treat your body with the deep care and attentive nourishment it deserves. When you choose to support your body with the right combination of potent natural nutrients, like those found in this carefully crafted natural formula, and make conscious, informed choices about the foods you consume, you're not just treating a symptom. You're making a wise long-term investment in your overall well-being, your vitality, and your peace of mind. You're actively bolstering your immune system, improving your essential circulation, strengthening your skin's natural protective defenses, and fundamentally changing the internal terrain. This isn't just about your nails. It's about enhancing your vitality and allowing you to age gracefully and confidently, free from the embarrassment of fungal nails. And for those who might still feel a lingering doubt, a natural concern about whether this holistic approach will truly work for you, after perhaps countless failed attempts in the past, I want to offer an additional layer of reassurance. The dedicated creators of this natural antifungal support formula stand firmly behind its quality and efficacy because they have seen the profound results in thousands of individuals. They offer a generous, no questions asked satisfaction guarantee, which means you have ample time to experience the life-changing benefits for yourself without any financial risk whatsoever. It's a powerful testament to their unwavering confidence in the unique blend of natural ingredients and their genuine commitment to your health and peace of mind. This allows you to embark on this healing journey with complete confidence, knowing you have absolutely nothing to lose but the fungus itself, and everything to gain in terms of health, freedom, and renewed self-esteem. It's truly time to break free from the frustrating and embarrassing cycle of toenail fungus. It's time to empower your body to heal from within, to reclaim your comfort and dignity. Imagine looking down at your feet, not with a sense of dread or shame, but with genuine pride and appreciation for their health. Imagine rediscovering the simple joys of life that fungal nails might have stolen from you. Wearing open-toed shoes, walking barefoot on warm sand with complete confidence, or simply enjoying the sight of healthy, clear, beautiful nails. This future is not just a distant dream. It's an attainable reality when you make informed choices and provide your incredible body with the profound support it truly needs. Once again, I'll leave the official link in the description right below this video. That's where you can learn more about this natural solution that's helping thousands of individuals, many over 60, restore their confidence and achieve lasting nail health. It's the exact formula that provided Margaret and so many others with the relief and freedom they deserved. I trust it can help you too. This is Dr. Richard Coleman. Take care of your body, stay confident, and I'll see you in the next video. Remember, real healing begins when you stop feeding the problem and start supporting your body from within.